Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday night. I'm excited to be here with you tonight for a fun night filled with going over swap cards of past products that we've had in the mini catalog is what it's going to be tonight. So I hope everybody's doing good and you're excited to be here with me as well. It was another one of these weird days with rain and sun and like not warming up spring weather. So, I can't wait for the summer for it to get warm. I am wearing a sweatshirt today, girls. It's actually my Alaska. It's not Alaska, it's Mount Rainier. So when I went on the incentive trip for Alaska, my parents and I went to Mount Rainier. We spent some days in Seattle. So this is my my purple sweatshirt that I absolutely love. Hi Diane, hi Stacy, and it is super comfy and I needed it on a day like today. My hair looks darker. That's because it's actually down, Jennifer. Like I generally have it pulled back, but it's not, I promise. I didn't have my best friend come over and do my hair. Actually, I get my hair done twice a year, so this whole pandemic has not affected me in the whole beauty department. I actually get my hair cut twice a year, and once a year, my friend colors it my natural color. Basically, what happens is all summer long, hi Elaine, the sun bleaches out my hair all summer long, so that by the time September rolls around, my hair's a lot lighter and like the ends look a lot like lighter than what my color is, but I promise I have no roots. So it's not any darker than normal, and actually it's probably lighter because she hasn't colored it since what I would say it was in September that she did that. So maybe she'll snip my ends every now and then if I notice that I pick at my split ends. So if I start to do that, I'm like, get over here, I need a little trim job. So yeah, but thanks for noticing my hair is darker. So anyways, Jennifer, I'm so happy you joined. Jennifer has a birthday today, girls. So let's wish her a happy birthday and sing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jennifer. Happy birthday to you. If you were here, I'd make you wear the birthday tiara and you would enjoy it. So, hi Kelly, thanks for joining. We just sang happy birthday to Jennifer. Jennifer's birthday is today, and I am super excited to celebrate your birthday with you, Jennifer. Did you do anything special today? Did anybody do a drive-by holding up a sign that said happy birthday? I guess that's all we really can do these days. Must be a long hair thing. Yes, Angela, that long hair, it's like, I generally just wear it back and out of my way. But I thought, you know what? I washed it. It's clean. Let's have it down. If I get sick of it, I just, I have my clip right here. I'll put it away and I'll put my hair back once we get going. So, all right. So Jennifer has a birthday today, girls. So make sure, thanks Rhonda. Give her a shout out for her birthday love. We love to celebrate birthdays here. I'll tell you, out of all the celebrations and occasions that we can have, I think cards for birthdays are what get used the most. And I actually have a card. I didn't see it was your birthday till this morning when I was going through my Facebook notifications. And so I wasn't on my A game. I have the card there. I have the envelope written out, Jennifer, but I did not write the card out yet. So it'll go in the mail tomorrow. But she got flowers and she went out. So yay. So exciting. So Jennifer had a birthday, and thanks for sharing, Diane. Between you and Shar, you girls are amazing. I really appreciate the sharing. I know that I just looked and there's a difference. There's liking and there's following. Hi, Wendy, a Facebook page. And I think that I have about 468 likes and I have 498 followers. So I'm going with the 498 that are following. If I had 2 more people, we'll hit 500, girls. That's so exciting. So appreciating the shares and the comments and the likes. That really helps to build my Facebook presence, and it allows me to share more of what I love with more people. So, hey, Chris, Kelly has been using so many thank you cards recently, so that's awesome too. I would tell you, I've been sending thinking of you and thank you cards as well. Hi, Jean. Thanks for joining today, Jean, and everybody else that's with us. So we were going over, we talked about Jennifer's birthday and my hair, we covered that already. So also Rhonda made me a card and Rhonda is watching. So I thought I would send some, I'm gonna flip the camera down. My little cheat notes there. I'm gonna show you girls the card that Rhonda made me. Hi, Dawn. So I love getting happy mail. Girls, just as much as you love getting happy mail, it's so much nicer than getting a bill. And Rhonda sent me some happy mail. Actually, it wasn't even happy mail. She left it in my honey pot, girls. So, hi, Wendy. You made it on. Yay. So, this is the card that Rhonda made for me. And I showed this to Tyler, and he absolutely loves it. Hi, Robin. Rhonda, he absolutely loves the trees. This is from Rooted in Nature, and this is some of the Seaside Spray shimmery ribbon that it was available in the holiday catalog, and it's carrying over. So it is available still, and this is awesome. Look at this. I'm afraid to untie it, but I can tie it back. I can show you. It's one of these cards that it opens up like this. Isn't that super cool? I love it. I love it. Isn't that beautiful? So just know that this ribbon, and then what she wrote on here was, this is for you, and she left it unsigned so that I could use it however I wish. So isn't that exciting? So when somebody needs a little pick-me-up, I will send this card out to them. So let's see, girls, how good I am at tying a bow. So here's a little trick for you I've learned. Do you notice that the card is upside down? That is intentional. I have learned that to tie a good bow, you hold it upside, it's not gonna work now that I'm doing it, but you hold it upside down, you make your double bunny ears, and then you flip or still skin it, and then you can tie it, and look at that. It went sideways, but still, it was okay. So that's how I do a bow. I think that either way that would have ended up going that way. So let's go with it. So, but yes, Rhonda did it. A very beautiful card. Thank you for that, Rhonda. I love mail and little leftovers for me in my container. So that was something exciting. So I have to think about this. Who told me today that the garden hose container should be called the honey pot? Because we are the Be Happy Stampers, and there's a garden hose container out there, and I love to give credit where credit is due. So it was right after Diane picked up her order, and it was Tammy Sokolick. Okay, good. So Tammy said to me this morning, you should call it the honey pot, because it's always full of nice, sweet goodies, and it's just awesome. So we have a honey pot outside, and it's the garden hose container. So if I call it the honey pot from now on, girls, you'll know that that's the bronze garden hose container on the front porch. Hi, Peggy. Thanks for joining. Yep, Diane said it was Tammy. She was looking at it the same time I was. So awesome. So that's a little bit of news for that. Okay, I want to tell you I have some sad news too, and it doesn't really affect you girls. And it's not sad, but it's also not happy. It's just a matter of how you look at it. So I just got an email today from Stampin' Up that my incentive trip that I earned to Maui is not gonna happen in July. So that's okay. Like, you know, they have to take into consideration all the people from all over the world, all the demonstrators that were gonna be traveling in, and some people from Australia were saying that they have a ban on travel for the summer. People in Europe were saying that they're not even allowed to travel outside of their country and within Europe. So I was starting to wonder how this is really going to impact our trip. And so we got the email maybe at 5:15, so just about a half hour to 45 minutes ago. So it is that I won't be going to Hawaii in July, and I always look for the blessings in disguise and the good, and the jars always half full. So I look at it for a couple different things that's okay, because Tyler really wanted to help work on the garage and she shed and mudroom project. This way he can concentrate on that. So that's good. He doesn't have to take vacation to go to Hawaii. He can use his vacation to work on our project. So, okay, well, that's a good way to look at it. And then I also look at it as okay, well then I don't have to cram so much stuff into 2 weeks into July, which is okay. And what they're doing for us is basically they're combining the Eastern Caribbean cruise and the Maui trip into one trip. So basically, those who earned this year's trip and who earned the Eastern Caribbean are all going to be going to Maui together. And it's going to be one giant party in Hawaii in May. And so hopefully all this stuff has been like done and is all like by the wayside by then. And what they're doing is they're going to give a cash out option for those people who earn the Eastern Caribbean. Or if you want to stay and extend your trip, they're going to give people that option. So it's not like it's the end of the world. And on top of it, yes, I'm so sorry Jennifer's watching right now. They did for New Orleans. We were supposed to be going to New Orleans in, August, the end of August. And it was for leaders in Stampin' Up! That are like Silver Elite and above to commingle with other people and get ideas and brainstorm and come back rejuvenated and full of ideas to share with you. And so they are going to be doing something, I think, in an online format for us. And then they'll be doing this event in a year from August. So it's okay. Like, I'm okay with it. I really have my energy and focus on the project to get the she shed ready for us girls to start stamping in it. So I'm okay with it. I kind of had it in the back of my head that whatever happens, happens, and we're just going to go with it. So that's all right. So, okay, so I wanted to tell you that too. And then oh my gosh, April's almost over, girls. It's so crazy. I'm at my sales goal. When I first went into April, I thought, I'm not going to get any sales whatsoever. Like, how is this going to happen? But I'll tell you, hey, Virginia, doing these Facebook Lives and showing you different products and still doing the online classes, like I've been doing, really has kept all of us engaged. And like, it keeps me going. It keeps you going. Look at me. I put my makeup on today. I may have switched my shirt and I put on a comfy sweatshirt, but I did switch my shirt today. So that's always good. So you girls are keeping me going too. So that's exciting. So April's almost over, and just take advantage of these last few days of the month. And if there's anything you need, let me know. I'm here to help support. Just remember, I always have a host code open. So if you're not a demonstrator and happily shopping through yourself and you don't have a demonstrator you work with, I really appreciate the orders that you give me. They help me keep going and keep giving these free classes. So, so Jennifer, yeah, grand opening for the She Shed. It is going to be epic. This party that we're going to have, I hope my neighbors don't get mad at me for all the cars parked outside. Oh, no. So I'm going to invite all my friends over to celebrate when it is all ready. Oh, my gosh. So I will give you plenty of heads up so that you can drive 5 hours or 4 hours. I can't remember exactly if it's 3 to 5 hours. I think it's about 5 hours for you to get up here. So there will be a party, a grand opening party for us. So, all right. So I do have a couple classes coming up in May, girls. I want you to tell me while we're watching right now, do you want to see the cards at the end of the swap showcase for all the May classes I have coming up? Or do you want me to save it for a different time? So if you girls have any input, just let me know. I do watch these comments like a hawk. So if you want to let me know if I should do them at the end, I will. I have the May monthly class. I have the bingo event. It's kind of like bingo, but it's different, and I'll tell you about that when we talk about it. And then I have the Poppy Base class, and I think there's the 3 classes. Oh, and then the in color class. So as you guys are listening to the swap showcase, if you just want to let me know what you want me to do, I can plan for that then. So I will invite the neighbors. So I have an annual summer party, and it's usually in August, and I think I've done it 7 years in a row. So I will definitely have to have my annual summer party, and I'll invite my neighbors over for that. And then they'll get to see all the crazy stamping that goes on in the She Shed. So, all right, girls. So I'm gonna flip the camera down so you can see what's going on. I do have some winners to announce at the end too. I have my Bird Ballad card that we made a couple Fridays ago, and then I have the Dina Roar card that we made last night. So Angela wants to see the cards, and then I can tell you what I want to sign up for. Yay! Okay, hey Rebecca. Hi Wendy again. Well, let's see the May cards. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna put these away. So what we're gonna do, girls, is we're going to go through swap cards. So I have to tell you, I cannot take credit for almost all of these cards. I have this pile here, and I have a pile here, and I have a pile here. And I'm going to tell you, girls, as soon as I started taking down I left some up here, so I had a display back here. But what I've done is I took off, I'm so sad because the new catalog starts in June and we aren't safe for stamping together until the end of May, early June. And by that time, all these cards will need to come down. So what I've done is I've taken down all the cards that I could. I left these up here for a little display, but I think I'm gonna have to do this swap showcase a few times. Like there's a lot of cards to go through and I didn't know how much talking we're gonna do. So I have it kind of one stamp set suite featured here and then another one here. And then I think we'll plan another night to do more and another night to do more because I think that there's probably 100 cards to go through. Hi, Jody. So we'll start rolling here. And let me grab the mini catalog for you girls so you can see what we're gonna focus on today. So what I've done is I've picked out cards from 2 different suites of products. One is the Paris set and one is the Birthday Bonanza set. So we're gonna go through the Paris one first, only because it comes first in the book. Hi, Sarah. All right, so here's our Paris set. I haven't really done much featuring of this suite of products in our Facebook Lives, but it's called, it took me a long time to say this, Parisian Blossoms Suite. I was reading it from like left to right, like normal. So this is an elegant, gorgeous, lovely set, and the paper is exquisite. It's the Parisian Blossoms Specialty Designer paper. It's got some champagne foil going on, soft pinks, like with the petal pink, cherry cobbler, black goes with it good, pool party, just so soft and pretty. And then there's 2 bundles. So this is called a super suite. And there's 2 bundles in here. There's also a Parisian flourish embossing folder, the champagne rhinestones, and this petal pink ribbon. Now, if you're looking at this and you're looking at all the highlighting means that it's gonna be retired. So the paper's retired, the ribbon's retired, the bundles themselves and the suite are retired, but the stamp set for the Forever Blossoms is carrying over. So if we flip the page here, the Forever Blossoms stamp set and these dies are carrying over. Now the whole bundle here with the Parisian Beauty bundle, they are both retiring. And then also the embossing folder and the champagne rhinestones, ooh, so pretty, are carrying over. These are the rhinestones. I don't know if you're gonna see it. Oh, there, you can kind of see that they have this tint of pink to them. They're so pretty. Hi, Arliss. Hi, Naughty Nancy's in the house. Are you gonna be naughty for us, Nancy? The girls are missing your naughtiness. I know that. So first we're gonna look at the cards made from this suite. And so I'm gonna wing it, girls. I'm not sure like how we wanna do this. Oh, but maybe I'll keep this open just in case. Okay, we'll keep this open to the page here. So this is the first card. And I have to tell you, I know that they're swap cards, but I can't tell you exactly who made them. So if you're watching this and this is your card, I would love to announce like, hey, this is so-and-so's card. And so if this is your card, like I am almost 100% positive based off of memory that this is Francie Freeberg. I had an Occasions Jamboree that I co-hosted in January and she was part of that event. So I believe that this is Francie's. Melissa's saying the ribbon from that suite is one of her favorites and it's coming in her recent order. Yay, isn't that fun? So yes, I love that ribbon. It's very soft and pliable so you can make pretty bows with it. So Francie made this card. She used here the Parisian folder. She used champagne foil to make the Eiffel Tower. Looks like cherry cobbler for the word mercy. And the DSP from the suite is used back here. And there's actually the little sequins that are on here are the poppy sequins. And the little flower stamp comes from, it's actually in this suite right here. It's in this stamp set. So that's where the flowers come from. So, and the last thing on here she featured is a stitched circle. And that is actually on the retiring list, but because they are carrying it over and I think they're just assigning it a new item number. So I think they are no longer available at the moment, but don't fret. You'll be able to get the stitch circles or the stitch shapes soon. Okay, pretty card. One of my favorites. Oh, so this one's very similar to it. So it features the Eiffel Tower as well. So in this case, and I don't know, and I'll look on the back and see if I see names, but if I don't see names, I'm sorry, I can't give credit, but I'd love to. So if it's yours, remember to write in the comments that's yours. Hi, Julie. This has the same Eiffel Tower. In this case, it's a Moore and the basic black. She used the stitched hexagon dies. That is part of the Bird Ballad suite, or the Bird Ballad suite or bundle of products. So that bundle is retiring. So if you want that bundle, you get 10% off if you get them. Otherwise, just get these stitched hexagon dies in your arsenals, girls. She threw in here thanks for sharing. She threw in the petal pink rhinestones as well. So there's an Eiffel Tower card. Here's another Eiffel. Oh my gosh, I love the Eiffel Tower ones. This one is gorgeous as well. Ooh, girls, I just love these color combinations. So this one is, and she did the inside too on this one. So I'm guessing this is Blackberry Bliss, not Rich Razzleberry. It's the Blackberry Bliss, and it says congratulations. Now that congratulations comes from the Poppy Peaceful Moments, I believe. Now, do you see on here, like last night we made the Dino card, she sponged the edge of the sentiment here with petal pink, and so it really, I don't know, let's see, which way do I gotta go? This way. It really softens the edges by sponging the edge of the paper like that. So this one uses the stamp set here as well for the Forever Blossoms. So it uses this big one that is die cut, and then there's one flower that's die cut and popped up, and then the little postage stamp is on there, and then this is the DSP. It's got 2 layers of DSP on here, but so pretty, pretty, pretty on this one. It's the Blackberry Bliss and Petal Pink. Girls, you have to yell at me to drink water because by the time I get done, I'm like, I need water. All right, so next one here is, and this one was made by Fancy Nancy, and she even wrote the instructions on here for me. So I'll hold this here. So this uses the Pool Party cardstock as the base. She also pulled in basic black, and she made a stitched circle here. She used vanilla with this. The ink is stamped in Memento, and the heart here is part of that heartfelt bundle punch. So there's a 2-pack heart punch. So she stamped the sentiment and then punched out the heart. She has that really pretty ribbon on here, the petal pink ribbon. She threw on a couple rhinestones, and then this features that DSP. All right, girls, show of hands, like the likes, the loves. Is this one of your favorite patterns in this pack of paper? I would have to say it is my absolute favorite one in this pack. So I love the color combinations with the petal pink, that basic black, and Pool Party. Nancy did a fabulous job on this card. And then she made it cherish every moment of this day and wishing you a long life together filled with love and promise. A beautiful wedding card. Hey, Bonnie. Thanks for joining. Yes, this is one of Bonnie's favorite sets. So she was sad. She told me she was sad to see the Eiffel Tower going. So this one is this is Sahara Sand, and it's using a layer of petal pink with the DSP with the Eiffel Towers in it. And I don't know if you can get to see, but it is got that shimmery foil look to it. There, that might have done it. Now this doesn't come from this suite, but this is the petal pink organdy ribbon from the Perennial Essence. I think we used this last week on a card. I can't remember which card, but we did. I promise you. Oh, it was we did. I promise you we did. You'll tell me if I'm wrong. And here, what they did is they cut the Eiffel Tower out with Sahara Sand paper. Very, very pretty. Next one is using the Pool Party petal pink combination. Now, I do remember this card. I actually made this card. When you go to a Stampin' Up event, they usually have make and takes for you. And this was one of our make and takes. And so what we did is we stamped, this is the DSP here. It's this blue one. And what we did is we stamped these flowers actually on the Designer Series paper, and then we colored them in. And then it got mounted onto a piece of cardstock vellum. This punch right here is actually in this catalog. It's called the Label Me Fancy Punch. And I'm gonna see if I can't find it here really. I'm thinking it's right here. Page 41, it's the Label Me Fancy punch. And it is carrying over. So if you're looking for a nice punch to stamp some sentiments out with, that would be a good one. And using the petal pink ribbon with the rhinestones here. Very, very pretty. All right. Oh, Bonnie, I'm so happy you're watching. Bonnie made this card. It was part of our customer swap that she and a couple other gals are in, and it's got these 3 little tokens. So the deal with the customer swap though is it doesn't have to be all Stampin' Up product. So my customers don't always have stuff to make for a swap that is enough of everything, and they have a lot of other supplies to use as well. So the customer swap, the requirement is that it has to be a current Stampin' Up stamp and one other Stampin' Up item. And that other item can be something retired. And so in this case, this ribbon is from the Occasions catalog last year. And I believe, Bonnie, the crown is from, I don't remember, we talked about this and it was a month or 2 ago, but this crown was maybe from somewhere else. And because in here, yeah, you're going to have, a more, and see, that's not here either. Bonnie, you're watching. So if you want to fill people in what some of the other items in here that you used, I can't remember these stamp sets, but what she did here, check this out. She cut the stitched rectangle out of here, and she featured the DSP on one side and the pretty DSP on this side, and she made it that her Eiffel Tower was stamped. Hi, Angela. Thanks for joining. She stamped her Eiffel Tower so that you could see it through the window, and then she put this double bow here at the top. She did a really great job making the bow, and it's a double bow. And then she's got these little guys hanging from there. So super, super pretty card, Bonnie. Okay, hi, Judy, Emma. You made it. I'm glad you're not at work right now. All right, so here we go. Oh, wishes. There's a stamp set. There's something else that goes with that though, Bonnie, something with the wishes. This one features basic black with petal pink. The petal pink is embossed. Key was an old set. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I get what she's saying. Bonnie's saying that there's a current stamp set where the crown came from, and the other stuff here is from an old set. Okay, so then we've got here, hi, Angie. There's like 3 Angies watching right now. I love it. So we've got our basic black, petal pink, basic black, and here's our designer series paper. The armoire is cut out with basic black. Now, here's our stitched ovals going on. I love it, and it's nestled in the inside here with a white oval, and then the petal pink flower is stamped in cherry cobbler and then die cut. So the inside we've got here is white. So this is a classic layout, girls. If you're ever looking for something easy, you just have your traditional card base, a mat, a base, and then another mat. Pop that up, put some ribbon around it, and then add a saying. Hi, Amy. Oh, no. You're at work, Judy, but you're on lunch. Okay, I'm glad we could catch you on lunch. So this card was made by my friend Jody Peterson. Jody Peterson she was part of my sweet swap that I organized, and she made for me 4 beautiful cards. And so I know these are all Jody Peterson's. This is Smoky Slate mixed with cherry cobbler, and then another layer of smoky slate. So girls, does this ribbon look familiar to you? If you said yes, then you know that this ribbon is the petal pink ribbon, and she colored it with a cherry cobbler blend. Oh my goodness. Aha moment here for you. You can color this ribbon to make it whatever color you want it. Isn't that cool? She then stamped these flowers in the Whisper White and cherry cobbler, and she colored them in with petal pink. She's got the Mercy here in the champagne foil. And then she's got some rhinestones here that are cherry cobbler looking. I'm thinking that she just colored these rhinestones with her cherry cobbler blend. And that is what I believe she did. Then what you can see here too is this stamp right here. She cut off this bottom part. So she took this die and she just snipped off the bottom part. And you would never guess it because of how she rounded her edges. Super, super pretty, elegant card. Then this one, oh my gosh. So our requirement for the Sweet Swap is that you made 4 cards using all the products from the suite so we could showcase it. This card is a thick Whisper White base with a black mat, another Whisper White. And here what she's done is she's taken 2 of the patterns and she just cut herself some rectangles and used that to make it look like a film strip. And then she took her stamp, and I believe what she did here is because there's two different colors going on. When you have a big stamp like that, you can just ink up the whole thing. Or what you could do is take your marker, and what you would do is, I have Dino down here yet, and I don't think I have a marker, but like, let's pretend I'm holding a marker here. Like, you can color, take your Stampin' Right marker, not a blend, take your water-based marker, and you would color up part, I haven't even cleaned it from last night, sad face. So you're gonna take your marker and color it, then you'll take another marker and color your stamp. So if you don't have every color ink pad out there that's Stampin' Up and you want it to match Stampin' Up colors, if you have markers, you can color your stamps with markers. So that's what she's done here. She's colored, I believe here, this is Pear Pizzazz and then Petal Pink. And so she colored the stamp different colors to make the flowers and the leaves look like different colors. Awesome. Whew, girls, this punch here, this is awesome. Look at this, what she did here. Oh, maybe not. I can't remember here. What I had in my head with this just now is that this was a punch. I think it is. This is the Timeless Label Punch. Let me just show you here as long as I got you. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for sharing, Bonnie. Okay, punches are near the back here. And there is this punch here. And, oh, I thought it was. It's so close to it. I don't know if Jody's going to watch yet, but I thought it was this punch right here, Timeless Label. And what she did is she punched once, like you punch one side, but that's only for making it shorter. Girls, you're going to have to help me out here. I thought I would know almost everything as I was going through these cards, and I don't see where this label came from. So if anybody knows that, you'll have to let us know. Here she pulled in the crinkled white seam binding ribbon from the Poppy set, and that is carrying over. So this ribbon also can be colored with your blends. So super pretty card. She added the Petal Pink rhinestones to this one as well. So again, if anybody knows where that comes from, you're gonna have to help me out. I can't remember. I think it's a die, but I just can't put my thumb on it. So I can put my thumb on it. There, I did, but I can't tell you what it's called. All right. Oh, this card right here. So pretty. I saw this card and I was in love with it. I just love the crumb cake with the Petal Pink. She used that Dio. There's like a corner punch in this catalog. The annual catalog punches are back here. She used this right here. It's called a detailed trio punch. And it makes a little pretty corner on your card. And so what she's done is she punched that out here, and then you see the Petal Pink that comes through on the corners. Very, very pretty. I definitely know this is the stitched hexagon, and what she's done is stamped it and then die cut it, and she added some embellishments. Now if you look at here, you can see she used that technique of sponging along the edge, and here she sponged all the way. What that does is it gives it a softer look, a very, very soft look. Here she stamped all the flowers in the crumb cake ink, and she's only colored the inside of the flowers with the Petal Pink, and she's just outlined and colored in lightly with the leaves here. Just very soft and so pretty. And then she added a bow back here. So I think if you take this off, she made a bow because you can see the bunny ears here and you can see their tails here. Okay, we're getting down to the end of this one. She made this card as well. And now this is one for me where I have a hard time making things crooked, but she did an awesome job. What she did is she has this piece of Designer Series paper back here that's kind of crooked this way, and then she's got this other one kind of crooked this way. And it's really hard to see it, but in the background here, she stamped little fleur-de-lis all around the back to create a background image. And then she's got a banner across the front here, just a rectangle, and it says, "Life is a Magnificent Adventure." 2 rhinestones. Here she used black foil paper. The black foil paper is retiring, so if you need some of that, get it unless it's gone. It might be gone already. Oh, you know what? I think it might be gone already. So yeah, the black foil was really pretty. So you know what you could do? You could take like the champagne foil though and color it with a black blend and you'd get black foil. I don't know how good it would look, but you could try it and let us know. Okay, I've got just a few more cards here. So this one right here, what it can also be used to make it longer. Yes, you can also use it to make it longer, but I'm not sure what I don't know if it was a die or a punch. We're still figuring that out. This one's Cherry Cobbler, and What we've got in the back here, it's hard to see it, but back here is a layer. There you can kind of see it. There's a layer of cherry cobbler and it's embossed with the embossing folder. So all you really see is a little edge of it that has a little texture. There's a piece of designer series paper that's kind of coming out the bottom here that's kind of going at a diagonal. And then this person created like a little background. The stamps here, this little postage stamp is here in petal pink. This little, I don't know, strip of stamp here is stamped in cherry cobbler. The fleur-de-lis here is really light and pool party. The squiggly, that squiggly is actually part of this die. It's so fun. So this squiggly comes from this set. The story of my life comes from here, stamped in cherry cobbler. The black is actually just basic black paper. And all she did in this case, she took the ribbon and just cut 2 short pieces and just X'd them and then added some rhinestones. So there you go, is this card. Okay, the next card. I'm so super excited. I love this card. Oh, it makes me happy. I just love it. It's kind of like a different kind of, it's not a different fold, but it's a different way to do a card. And there's this little cute tag that's hanging on here. Uses the DSP here. And what she did is she embossed this pool party piece. And I think that it's got like the chalk or the Stampin'. I think if I had to guess, she took the stamp pad that's white, like the craft white, and she sponged over this, and that's how you get this whitish look on top of the embossing folder, so it makes it look softer. This adorable little tag is cute, and I just noticed she's got it on both sides, so whichever way you've got the tag, it works. And then she's got linen thread, petal pink, and clear rhinestones. So these over here are clear, and then these are the petal pink. Now this right here is from the poppies. This is the little swirl from the poppy. So poppies are a couple pages here, and that's the swirl here from the poppies. And then always and forever. So a beautiful wedding card here. And last but not least, for our Parisian Blossoms showcase, this card is using white for a base, petal pink with the DSP. And then what they've done here is, this is that So Sentimental stitch die set that we used a couple times last week. Wishing You Much Love and Happiness comes from that as well. Let's see if that's right. That is right. Where are the girls? I think. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so close to it. It's like 2 pages after. That's the die here, and then that's the sentiment. And this is carrying over. And then this background here, if you're wondering here, that is basic gray. And that's this, oh my gosh, what is that? That looks like the story label punch. What this gray looks like, if you, hey girl, I want to show you a trick, girls. This is a way you can figure this out. I was doing this the other night. I thought this would be a good thing to show you. So if you put something on your card with dimensionals and you don't like it, all you have to do is snip the dimensionals in half here, and then it comes apart. Okay, this is exactly it. So look at this. That is a punch, and all they did was cut it in half. And if I had to bet money that that is the story label punch. Thanks for sharing, Lisa. So the story label punch, look at this. I think it's this, it is. This punch right here is this, right, the gray, and all they did was cut it in half, and then they put half on the top and half on the bottom. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so, hi Lisa. So now what you do, if you are okay with that being exactly how it was, you just put your dimensionals back on the back of it in different spots, and it'll go flat exactly how you had it. So there you go. So if you ever put something on with dimensionals and you don't like where you put it, you can just take your scissors, cut them apart, and then redo it. So here they've got the petal pink ribbon as well, and this is the sprig punch. That is in the annual catalog. The sprig punch is, I believe, retiring. It's right. Oh no, it's carrying over. Look at that. I can't remember everything all the time. So here is the sprig punch. And what they've done is they've punched it out in the silver foil, glimmer paper. That glimmer paper is retiring. Then there's a flower that's cut out with petal pink, basic gray, and then a white flower that's stamped in basic gray and colored in with a little petal pink with a rhinestone right in the middle. So, wow. So, what was your favorite card out of all of these, girls? Weren't they just gorgeous? I don't know. Which one would you pick? Oh, tell me which one you liked the best. Oh my gosh. They were all so pretty. I have no idea. I honestly, I love the Eiffel Tower, but there's one in here that I really, really like. Oh, this one. I'd have to say this one was always my favorite. I liked this one so much that I cased a card. And when we do our year in review party next week, Tuesday, you'll see what card I made. I'll show you how I cased the card. So, all right, girls, did you like that? That was our Parisian Blossoms swap showcase. We're going to do one more suite of products. I've got a ton of cards here. Oh, there's one left here. I've got a ton of cards here for this next one. So if you're doing good, give me some thumbs up. Let me know that you're doing good. Diane likes all of them. All right, so we're going to flip over here to Bonanza Buddies. All right, so let's see where they are. It's too hard to choose, I knew. Nancy says they're all lovely. Bonnie likes them all as well. The last one was your favorite, Barb. Okay, Angela, my favorite too. Okay, very good. All right, I took a drink of water, girls. We're good. I can last for a little bit longer. So next is, oh, Diana's asking what the year in review is. Hi, Elaine again. Okay, look at this. I put my hair up. It's all like, oh, look on the side. So the year in review party. It's next week, Tuesday. Same kind of thing that we're doing tonight. Tonight, I was doing a swap showcase featuring all the beautiful swap cards I've gotten from the mini catalog and also some from the annual catalog over the last few months. What the year in review party is, I want to go through all of the cards that are from the annual catalog and the mini catalog that I designed, cased for making for class, in-person class cards. So every month I do a bundle class. Every month I do a monthly class. And then I do add-ins like catalog launch parties. I do bingos. I do beginners classes. I did celebration hoorah rah class. I do fun folds. I do lots of classes. And I usually keep these cards set aside in a little specific box that are on the table for everybody to still see if they want. And what I decided for Tuesday, starting at 6, we're going to do a year in review. And I'm going to show you all the beautiful cards that we've made here in class since June of last year. So a lot of the girls that watch me are my in-person customers and also my teammates and like people on my Be Happy Stampers team that have been stamping with me. So they'll see these, they've seen these cards and they've made these cards. But if you're new to me and you haven't ever done a class with me, you're gonna get to see some of the beautiful cards that we got to make. And then you're gonna get to see like how much like is in the works for us for cards that are going to be made in the near future. So fun. So Judy, that has to be a lot of cards. Oh yeah. And I have them all on piles over here by class and I'm going to line them up all right next to me. And so I'll grab them and I'll show you and we'll go to the catalog and show you what products. So, all right. So that's for next week, Tuesday. Okay. Let me flip back down. So Birthday Bonanza. Birthday Bonanza Suite, a lot of this stuff is also retiring. The suite itself is retiring. The suite basically means it's like your shop now. It's like your easy button. It's like, I want everything in the whole suite. One item, number one price. It includes everything, including the bundle with the 10% discount. So that suite is retiring and the bundle is retiring, meaning the bundle's retiring, but also when you flip the next page, the stamp set and the dies are retiring here too. The pom-poms are retiring, but there are 2 items from the suite staying. These printed gusseted bags, and I'm so excited this ruche ribbon is carrying over. It is so pretty. I love this. And Stacy's so sad it's retiring. I know. So sad. We'll have to say a little prayer for this one and send it on its way. But oh my gosh, these guys are so cute. Okay, so I'm going to leave this open though because we can kind of have this as our background. So, girls, there's a lot. I think when I did swap cards, people absolutely like loved this set. So again, in no particular order, and if any of these cards are yours, you can definitely shout out to yourself to give you credit, because I can't tell you I made these cards. So, all right. Oh, girls. This is Old Olive, and this is the Tropical DSP. So if we go a few pages here, here's that DSP that was used on this card right here. This is our Toucan Sam. He's stamped in Memento, and then the beak is colored in with like Old Olive, daffodil, and I'm guessing cherry cobbler light or real red dark maybe. This is the ribbon here is actually carrying over. That ribbon comes from a really fun suite here in the beginning of the catalog, the Valentine's Day set here. This is the double stitch satin ribbon, and then it's tied with a little bow with the white baker's twine. The white baker's twine is retiring. So if you want some of that, pick it up before it's gone, unless it's gone. Again, if anything's gone, I don't know what's all already out of the store, but this is really cool because you can color the white baker's twine using your blends as well. So this tag is made with the tag topper punch. So that tag topper punch, that is part of the annual catalog. Here, look at, I keep going back to these punches, girls. That tag topper punch is right here. It's called, I gotta move my book a little bit. It's called the scallop tag punch. And what you do is you cut yourself a 2-inch piece of paper, and as long as you want it, and then you put the top into the punch, and you're able to punch a tag to the top. Okay, this little die is cut out then. The little bird is cut out with a die. This over here, it's using the corrugated embossing folder. So it's like, it's pretty cool. We used to have those corrugators where you'd have to crank them in a wheel, and now they have an embossing folder that is actually retiring. So if you want this look in an embossing folder on your paper, you need to get that one. It's called corrugated. All right, girls. Ooh, this one's super cool. So it's kind of a different fold. It's not a different fold, it's just a different way of folding. It's like they cut off 1.25 inches here, and then they put a 1-inch strip of DSP on the side, and then a little skinny piece of white. So what's Judy saying? Did you finally get the dies for the set? Yes, the dies are finally off a back order for Bonanza Buddies. And so Angela got hers. Somebody else was waiting for them. And then I had a set I was waiting for. This uses the DSP. Now this tag is part of this bundle. So I'll hold this up here. You can see, let's just flip the page. It's easier to see here. That's the die. And then these balloons, they're actually in here too. You only get one of them, but you can die cut as much as you want. And hi, Jody. Jody's watching. Jody, you just missed it. We went through your cards that you made. I'm trying to find which ones they were. That one was my favorite, Jody. So everybody, this is Jody Peterson. She just joined us. She's the one that made those 4 beautiful cards from the Parisian set. So she's on here, and I wanted to give her credit. So these you could also use a 1/2-inch circle punch by all means. This right up here, this black, that is from the Country Club. There's like a twine packet that comes in 4 colors. And what they did is they stamped the little guy on the tag here with the sentiment, and they did a really great job putting the strings hanging from its beak. So this one's pretty cool. So again, all you do is you take your regular 1/2 sheet of paper, cut off 1/4 inch, and that's how you get it to open like that. Okay, this one's super cool. This is Kathy Miller's. Oh, and I left her sticker on here. So Kathy Miller also makes some pretty fantabulous cards. And I know that she's got 4 of them in here. And I know these are 2 of them. And this was back from January. So I have to base it off of memory, girls. And I have a pretty good memory, but I don't always remember everything. But I know that these 2 are Kathy Miller's. So look at this one. It's so fun. It is called a Z fold card. So it's because it looks like a Z. And so we did this for our Throwback Thursday class. So it opens up like this. So super fun. And so there's a little DSP here. There's white embossing powder on this little Bermuda Bay strip. This party hat is embossed with the embossing folder. I think it's called like eyelet something. let's take a quick peek here. And the embossing folders are way at the end of the catalog, right there. One more page. It's called Eyelet Lace. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like lots of little circles. So, added the ruched ribbon here. This little party pennant is part of the die. And here's some of the balloons with the string. Some more DSP and a little happy birthday. She did a fabulous job on this card. Mango Melody and Bermuda Bay. Those are some core colors with this whole suite of products. All right, so that's Kathy Miller's. I am almost 100% positive this one is Kathy Miller's as well. It's another fun fold. She does fabulous jobs, a fabulous job with fun folds. So all she's got here is this is your piece of paper and it's scored here. And then this little edge part has probably like a 1/2-inch tab that gets glued underneath here. And a layer of terracotta tile with DSP, terracotta tile, and then you got your little guys. Now, you girls know I love my subtle embossing folder, and it's really hard to see in the camera, but this is embossed with the subtle embossing folder. And here the little pom-poms are in action. Super, super cute. All right, so that one's hers. Now here we have another, like, look at this. I want to say this is hers, but I can't tell you for sure, but it is like, I call this an accordion card. So basically you have your quarter sheet of paper with a mat, and then you have another layer that's Bermuda Bay, and then this is basically one long piece of paper, and if I had to guess, it's 11 inches, and then it's scored in some specific spots here, and then it folds shut like this. And then this uses the Starburst punch. That is retiring. It's a very pretty punch. And one of my customers just got it. I was so excited for her. And there's a little present here. That present is part of the stamp set. And so lots of different DSP from this suite showcased in this card. And here's another fun fold. I want to say this one's hers too. Yeah, you need to remember these folds so that you actually do them, right, Diane? Look at this fun card. So we've got just your long skinny mat. It's like 5.5, and then it's scored here. This is 2 3/4. And then there's just a 2.5 by 4-inch mat here. And you've just got a rectangle. It's scored in the middle. And then the tag is just attached to the front here. And here you've got your little party friends. They're happy. That's going to be all of us someday soon. We're going to be safer stamping together and partying. Yay. Back to work, Judy. We miss you. Have fun at work. Join us again soon. Yeah, that's going to be us, though. Stamping and touching each other and holding hands, right? Right now, there's none of that. So there's Mango Melody with that one. And then here's another card. This is our bookmark card. So you girls, we made that memorable mosaic card last week, or maybe even 2 weeks ago. That was a Kathy Miller design, so I feel like this is hers too. They might have all been here together. So this is that bookmark, or this book card. So basically it's your traditional, and it's like got a score right here, and then this is glued. Hi, Karen. Yes, another cool fold. So then it's just glued, and you just put a little piece of white paper in here, and this uses the tag with presents. And here, our little guy, he's embossed with black embossing powder, and then his little beak is colored in. This is some of the terracotta in color ribbon that is carrying over, I'm very happy to say. Okay, here's another one that uses, the base is Thick Whisper White. So whenever you're doing like a whiter vanilla card, it's good to use the thick. And there's a white mat here. And then in this case, the creator of this card created strips. I think they're 1 inch, and they're probably by like 3.5. And then there's like 5 of them, and they're kind of crooked. So like they're all going like in a different pattern kind of. Then you've got your banner, you got your little dude here, and then your tag. Now this heart, that heart, if I only had a heart, that heart isn't from this set. Girls, I can't remember where the heart is from, and I don't, that's a punch in the beginning. I have to think about where that heart is from, but there's definitely a die that has that little baby heart in it. Here's using the ruched ribbon with white baker's twine. That same kind of concept that we had a card just earlier that had the white bow tied around it. All right, you girls doing okay? Are you liking the birthday bonanza cards? This one is Daffodil Delight, and the background here is the Coastal Weave embossing folder, and you have your tag. that is die cut again with a sentiment, and a little party hat with his little party pom-pom on the top, and some balloons that the koala is holding. This features this DSP that has all the little critters in it. Okay. Oh, is that from the dog punch? Good call, Lisa. Let's have a look. We got the punches right here. Dog, oh, she got it. Look at that. You're a good girl. Look at that. The heart is there from the dog punch. I forgot that that heart was in the dog punch. And that is carrying over. Yes, Kelly Lamb had it too. Dawn had it. Stacy was the heart from the honeybee. You know what? I wonder if there is a heart in this honeybee. And the honeybee, if I have to guess, is here. There are hearts in the honeybee as well. Yep, there's a double pair of hearts here. So, yep, either one of them has it. Good call, girls. You girls are spot on. I love it. All right, Bermuda Bay. Here we're using the Label Me Lovely punch and the Label Me Fancy punch with a circle. There's a little DSP, and here's a blast from the past technique. There, the paper is ripped. You can see the texture. I gotta get the little guy out of the way. There's texture all the way down here, and it's kind of ripped. Look, that they just ripped it. And then here's a little white bow from the crinkled poppy seed ribbon. Okay. Another card. You girls are gonna be so sick of these colors. Maybe not. Maybe you love them. Mango Melody, DSP. So this right here, that, if you're wondering those scallops, I think that is from, there's a set in here. It's called Colorful Seasonal Layers. You see that? That scallop right here is a scallop die. It is retiring. So if you like that scallop look, make sure you get those dies before they're gone. Then this one has our layering circles with the scallops, a stitched circle. They've got a banner punched N here with the sentiment, and our balloons are coming out the edge here, so to decorate our back. So yay, another card with a lion. Here's our little cowardly lion again. Look at this color combination, girls. We've got a little Highland Heather mixed with Coastal Cabana, and then the presents are stacked with the lion on the top. So honestly, if you're looking for a good swap card, this is one that's an easy one. If you're making multiples of a card, because all you have is like your background embossed, and it's all stamping except for one die cut image. So isn't that cool? They made this card really easy by doing just stamping. All right, you still doing okay, girls? I'm trying to drink more water. We've got Bermuda Bay here. A layer, your traditional layer here is your 4 by 5 1/4. It is also embossed with the Coastal Weave folder. We have a scallop circle, and then we've got just 2 circles that are mounted on top of it with a sentiment, and then a little bit of DSP. Another simple card, girls. If you're having any kind of creativity block, just think of this layout right here. You have a base with a layer, some DSP, some ribbon that covers up your seam here, and then some circle action going on. So another easy layout here. All right. This one is Bermuda Bay with Daffodil. They've got the party pennants in the corner, the DSP layered here. We got your scallop circle with, I'm guessing this is the 2-inch punch. I have my little AAA ruler here. That is a, oh, it's actually, that is a die. It's 2 1/8. So this is actually a die that is die cut. The 2-inch circle punch would do the trick as well. And then this ribbon right here, we used it last night. Look at this, girls. I have it here yet. And the other one rolled on the floor. This one's the crinkled seam binding ribbon. They pulled that in here. It's actually crushed curry, but it looks really good with this card, even though this is Daffodil Delight. So they go good together. So that is from the annual catalog. All right. Here's a card. This is using Pumpkin Pie with the Mango Melody. You got your little guy here stamped. And in this case, they didn't even tie this, which it actually looks pretty cool. They just wrapped the ribbon around, and then there's like glue dots underneath here that are just holding that. Nothing's even tied there. So it made it super simple. Okay. Here's a pretty card as well. You got your white base. You've got a Mango Melody mat, and it's super skinny. You can barely see it, but you've got DSP, DSP, your Starburst punch with a 2-inch circle punch, and then you've got this guy. He's stamped with the, I wonder what they did here. They got that, they fussy cut that. You can tell here. So they fussy cut, they stamped the bird with the balloons together, and then they fussy cut the entire thing because the dies aren't like that. The die has, there is no die for that. So what they did is they stamped the bird, and they didn't even use the die to cut out the bird because it would have cut off the balloon. So yay, fussy cutter. All right, here we have Coastal Cabana. We've got 3, this is like a puzzle piece kind of. You've got a rectangle over here with DSP, and you've got one here and one here to make up a layer. Then this is a stitched oval with a layering oval. Look what they did here with the party pennant. They must have cut it into pieces and layered it behind here, and they added a white bow, the white crinkle seam binding bow. Here we've got, okay, this is another kind of fun bow. Okay, look at this. So you remember the card we just looked at that went like this? In this case, instead of cutting that off, what they did is they scored it and they folded it. And so now they created this little pocket to put a gift card in. So like let's pretend this is a gift card. So you can put a gift card in here. So that's a good option to do. Instead of cutting that off, you just fold it and you create yourself a little gift card. Isn't that awesome? So terracotta tile, your DSP, Grapefruit Grove, if I had to guess here. This Grapefruit Grove is with the Starburst punch in a 2-inch circle, a little of the daffodil ribbon here, and then we've got some sequins on here. Oh, I think these sequins are from the annual catalog, and you can see here sequins, girls. If you use sequins, you can see there's there's a spot here, and a spot there. If you glue your sequins, that was the fine tip glue pen. That one just popped off. So it's really good idea to use, if you get the paper pumpkin, you could use your mini glue dot, and let's see how good I am. Oh yeah, I got it with my nail. And then use your mini glue dot. And then those sequins are gonna stay on there even better. So you can see that a fine tip, I can tell that's a fine tip glue pen because of how it dries like nail glue. And see, that one fell off too. So just know sequins, they will last the test of time if you use more mini glue dot, or I think even your liquid glue will be stickier. Because that liquid glue, when that dries, it's really tacky like a craft glue. All right. Next one is our Toucan Sam. Thick Whisper White on the bottom, Daffodil. Now, what they did is they took where's the stamp here? There's this balloon stamp, and what they did is they stamped that all around in Daffodil to create a background. So they created their own background stamp here. The star is from the Stitch Stars. Angela, I know you're watching. Here's another die set that has stitching. I love everything stitching, girls. This piece here, I think it's Cajun Craze, bannered on the end. These sequins are actually sequins that were part of Celebration. They were part of that sequin pack with this baker's twine. But I still brought the card out so you could see how another layout for, oh, look over here. This is some scallop. Oh my gosh, girls. Okay, you're gonna have to look at this. Would you ever guess what this was? It's a scallop. So we're gonna take our glue scissors and we're gonna cut this so that you can see this technique of, if you wanna see the back of a card, how it's made. Look at this. They use this, that's a punch in the annual catalog. Let me show you this. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Anne's watching too, yay. There's a punch. It is right here. It is called the Decorative Ribbon Punch. And you can see it scallops on one side. And what this person did, this is retiring. What this person did is they made a strip that was that long, and then they punched that out a couple times. You see that? Way cool. And then they used up the end of their dimensionals. So there you go. All right, so now what you do is you just put some dimensionals right back, and not exactly where it was, and that's back to normal, and no one will ever know that we looked underneath this card's shirt. Okay, all right. Oh, look at this one. Here is another fun fold, Diane. Look at this one. This also is called a Z fold. And you know it's a Z fold because it makes a Z. It's just a modified Z fold. So look at that. Oh man. Okay, so what happened here is there's a little score line here. There's a score here, and then there's a score here. So when you score a card like this, you only score this little section. You score this section, but in this case, you score this section. Then you need to cut a line right here, and then it's all about how you fold it and decorate it. And so they've got a lot of DSP going on here. So DSP, 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 just all DSP. And then over here, oh, I gotta shut it right. This little guy is the classic label punch, and what they've done is just cut the end off. And so it's like a reverse banner. And here's our little toucan. All right, so that was a fun fold. Oh, I love this one too. Okay, we did this for our Throwback Thursday class. This is Kathy Miller's other card, girls. Okay, so Kathy loves, she makes pocket cards. Look at that, isn't that fun? So, okay, this is your traditional card. And what she's done is she scored it at 1 1/4 and folded this back. And then she's stapled it, but she stapled it underneath this right here so that the staple is tucked underneath here. So you can't even see the staple on this side. And then this is just a colored piece of paper with the white, and then that just nestles right inside there. Decorate it however you want with some DSP, and then you put your bow on here, and you can put your little guys on. So here's another stitched circle, and then just a banner, and it's just cut at a diagonal on each side. So, oh my God, I love this card. I love it. I actually cased this card too for my Throwback Thursday class. So some of you who attended this class will remember this. All right, so that was a fun one. All right, girls, we have a little bit left of the so these were all the swap cards I got with Birthday Bonanza. Isn't that crazy? All right, this one is using the thick Whisper White, and again, it's just folded a different way. So this is called a vertical fold. The others are called a horizontal. So this is also called a hamburger fold, and this is called a hot dog fold, and I think you get why. So yeah, that pocket card is really fun, Dawn, isn't it? We have here Grapefruit Grove, which is a retiring in color for a matte back here, and then we have a white, Grapefruit Grove white. This is that Starburst punch, girls. So you've seen a bunch of cards now with the Starburst punch. You've also seen this is that Timeless Tropical, and we've got the white crinkled seam binding ribbon. And all they did here is they created a cool little, so that Happy Birthday is part of this. And what they've done is stamped it back and forth to create a nice little background on here. And then we've got our little Sammy the Lion. That's what we're gonna call him. And this one is our little koala bear. Oh, did we name this koala? I think, girls, we named this koala, didn't we? I feel like we had a name for her. And it's a girl. Generally, everything's a boy, but in this case, wait, he was a boy. Bonnie, do you remember what his name was? I think we named him, or her, I can't remember. But anyways, it has a name. This uses Mango Melody, and you can hear it. It's the subtle embossing folder. It's hard to see, but you can hear it. This uses the tag from this bundle here, from this dies. We have here a scalloped circle with, I want to guess in this case, this is our 2-inch punch. Girls, you need a 2-inch punch. If you don't have a 2-inch punch, get one. Put it on your list because the 2-inch punch works miracles. It really adds a layer really easily to these scalloped circles, to the stitch circles. So very cool. Here's our little guy. He is stamped in basic gray or smoky slate. It depends on how inky your ink pad is. That determines what your gray looks like. He's got his little party hat on. Here you've got the black from the Country Club Baker's Twine. So here you go, cute card, little DSP on it. All right, I loved this card too. I don't remember where I got it from, but it made me so happy. It's a koala in a heart. I cased this card too for Throwback Thursday. So girls, one of the reasons that I swap is to get ideas. I can't get everything off of Pinterest. If I had to look at Pinterest to get all my ideas, I would never get anything made because it would suck me in and I wouldn't make anything. I would spend all my time on Pinterest. So the reason I swap is so that I get beautiful cards from beautiful people, and it inspires me to make cards. So next week when we're doing our year in review party, you're going to see this card. You're gonna see like, oh, that's where she got that from. So this card, all it is the heart. That is cut out from, we're gonna pull the annual catalog. Look at this. It's so nice to be able to pull stuff from the annual catalog. So there's a detailed heart set in here, and it's at the bottom here in the middle. It's called Stitched Be Mine. And again, stitching, Angela. This set has a lot of stitched hearts in it, and that one heart is that one right there. So we've got our little kangaroo. We'll call him Teddy for now. He is poking his head out through the heart, and got a little banner here. And we've got the ruched. You girls are laughing at my Pinterest thing. Yeah, I know, it's funny. I could sit on there for hours and I'd never get anything done. So here they have the ruched ribbon and daffodil. And here again, they took that little balloon and they they stamped it all over and made a little background. So I love this card. He's so happy. I'm going to keep him right there, just to keep me company so I don't feel like I'm all alone. All right, Kelly Atchison definitely made this card. If I remember correctly, Kelly Atchison is my fearless team leader. I think she did. I hope I'm not giving credit to the wrong person, but I feel like she made this card for a swap that we did. And this uses the gusseted bag here. And what is done is it's cut down to fit 4 1/4, probably by like 3 inches. And then this ruched ribbon, actually, it's tied around the card, and then it covers the seam here. And then they've got here, this is the candle stamp. It's right here. There's a stamp that looks like a candle, and it's stamped at different heights with a little, it's like the pom-pom top for the hat, but it looks like the flame for the candle. Isn't that a cool idea? So here's a perfect example of, oh my gosh, these cellophane bags. I would never use these cellophane bags. I don't give out treats. I don't have anybody that deserves those treats from me. I'm kidding. I'm just joking. But here's a perfect way to use them in a non-traditional way. You use them as a layer on your card. Yay. Okay. So Dawn says she has thousands of cards pinned, and Angela thinks it's funny how much I enjoy the stitched. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a sewer though. My mom is the sewer. If I need anything hemmed or darned or darned or anything, my mom does it. So here we've got Smoky Slate. It's our hot dog card. Layer of Mango Melody, terracotta tile, the DSP, and here what they've done is they've stamped the presents, and they're actually glued here, and this one's popped up. Starburst punch again, girls. And then this is actually vellum. It's that frosty vellum. Now look at this. Here's where the magic on this card is. Look at this. Whoever did this card, it's like in a little spring in there. I don't know. That's not a spring. It's a coil thing. And it's like he moves. It's fun. Wouldn't you love giving this to a kid? The kid would love this. That's awesome. Okay, I don't know. I can't remember who made this. Stacy is sewing right now because she's making masks as we speak. So, or I should say as I speak. You guys might be talking too. I don't know. I just can't hear you. Here we've got Grapefruit Grove. We got a little party hat going on. Little DSP sentiment on the side. So nice, simple, easy card. This one is a fun, oh my gosh, I didn't know that this did this. Girls, look at this. I'm as like, aha, check this out. This is tucked behind the happy birthday. Oh man, it's called a wobbler. Lisa, was that your card? Oh, Dara knows it too. They're wobbles. I love it. So my best friend Mandy, the blonde, who you've seen some of my pictures, she had a bunny in high school and its name was Wobbles. So side note. Okay, so we've got Coastal. Stacy says she's talking with me. Yes, that's funny. Yes, you are. Coastal Cabana DSP. All right, girls. This is our stitched rectangle die from So Sentimental. And then there's just a white piece that's cut to fit inside it. Oh my gosh. Can you see? Oh, there it is. Can you look at that? Can you see the Stella action right here? That is glitterific. Oh man. All right, Lisa, you didn't make it for a moment. I thought you did. Okay, but look at this. This tucks behind there. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to keep this side. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with my swap cards, if you're wondering, I go through and I pick out cards like this card. I'm gonna set this off to the side because I wanna create a card with, watch for it, girls. We're going to make a card in one of my upcoming classes where this is the layout, but it's going to have different paper and a different something here, but it's going to have this circle like that, just to like, oh yeah. So I'll set this card off to the side and I'll make a card like that. I will definitely case that card. Super cool one here too. It's so nice. So you just cut off. This is kind of like Bonnie's Parisian card was, where you cut it off and then it showcases the DSP on both sides. They've got a little DSP going on in the inside here to tie it. A little sentiment. Yay! Now we got to do that card. We sure do, Diane. I love it. All right. So now, girls, you're going to start to see some retired product. I had moved these cards off to a different area because this one back here this is from Celebration. That stuff was retired. So some of this stuff you're going to start to see is retired. Like, this little guy is so adorable. Don't you want to, like, itch his belly and rub his neck? Like, you know, like your cat, like, itch its neck? That was probably bad, but, you know, like, you just want to, my mom would say, gilly, gilly, goo on him. So this is the Mirror Cat. And there's a little party hat on him. And it says, happy birthday to a stand-up friend, little DSP. And this is terracotta tile with mango melody. Again, it's the birthday DSP. That's why this card, I pulled it in here so you could see the DSP in action. All right. Now, oh my gosh, girls, here's another pocket card. So, Fun Folds. So this, I think this was Kathy Miller's card as well. And if you remember for the Fun Folds, we did a Magnolia card. So we're going to see this. It was for Fun Folds in, what month are we in? We're in April. So Fun Folds was in February. We did this layout. It's a pocket card. So, oh, thanks, Angela. She tells me to drink water. Please hold for a water break. Thank you. So this card is a pocket card, just like the other one that Kathy Miller made, and this slides right in here. So this is just using the hot dog fold and then folding their 1/4 and 1 inch down here. Uses the ruche ribbon at the top. Okay, this little guy right here, that little punch, are you wondering? Did you wonder where that comes from? I bet inquiring minds want to know, and I will tell you what that punch is. We will go to our punch page, which is getting worn down, and look at this. Part of that detailed trio is a corner rounder, that little pointy frou-frou thing, and then oval. That oval comes from this detailed trio punch. So here you go. You get 3 punches in one, and this is carrying over. Yay! All right, now that inquiring minds want to know, these sequins, they come from the Poppy sequin set. So, hi Kelly, thanks for joining. Wendy loves pocket cards. I do too. And they really don't take much more. You mean, you're just folding back this piece here. You've got your normal layers of DSP on here, and then you've got, this is basically your inside layer. So it's not any more paper than a traditional card. But when somebody gets a card like this, it's different. So isn't that cool? And I love how, like, you can make a pocket card this way, or you can make the pocket card this way. So, yay! It's fun cards. Okay, I like making pocket cards. This is, you got your Bermuda Bay, your Daffodil Delight, DSP, and here's this tag. Girls, I have seen so many of this tag. No, I didn't realize all these swap cards, a lot of them use this tag. You got your ruche ribbon at the top, just tied in a simple, like, loose knot. It's only one time, so it's not so bulky. And here you've got some candles going on again. So generally when we do, oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, I didn't realize that till I opened it up, but they pieced this card together actually. So I actually thought it was a blue base with the yellow and then this on top of it. But you can see that it's not. It's actually like a piece of yellow, and then this is in the middle, and it layers like that. Very interesting. So there's another way. So it's like this yellow is on top of the DSP. So a different way to layer your card. Okay. All right. I think we got our last card over here. All right. Bermuda Bay, the Costa Weave embossing folder. And we've got a little bit of the DSP here with the balloons, and they use the banner punch here. Here's our timeless label punch that's carrying over. Our little guy with a cute little adorable bow and his little party hat. He's ready to party with us, girls. We've got a couple circle punches. I want to say that that's the 1 inch, And that 1 inch, oh, it's actually not. It's 1 1/8. I think that's 1 1/8. No, it's, I don't know what is it. It's like over 1 inch, but I'm not quite sure. But anyways, it's about 1 inch. And that 1 inch circle punch is retiring. I want to bet that these guys are the 2 1/4 and the 2 inch punch. Again, these two punches here, the 2 and 2 1/4, are fabulous punches to have in your arsenal. So, whew. All right. Angela's going to tell me to drink some water. So I will drink some water and catch my breath. And whew, was that good, girls? We went through a lot of cards. So I realized when I pulled off all those cards, I'm like, how do I want to do this? And when I realized I started making piles by suite of product, that maybe it would be good to go through these suite by suite. And so I pulled, those were the 2 highest piles of cards. So Birthday Bonanza had like that many, and the Parisian had like that many. So I'm looking over at the side there. Whew, we're gonna do probably 2 more nights. I hope you're okay with that. One is going to be featuring the painted poppies. There's like that many. I was going to go like that and then I changed it. There's a lot of painted poppy cards. Everybody loved the painted poppies. There's another pile over there with Timeless Tropical. So I think what we're going to do is one swap showcase. We'll put on the calendar for those 2 suites to feature. And then I think we'll do one more night of everything else. Like there was a lot of tulips. There's a lot of everything else. Like I got onesie twosies. I thought this way I could stay on the page in the catalog so that you guys could see what was used. And then for these other ones, we'll do a little bit more flippering. So I think if you're good with it, we will do probably 2 to 3 more showcases over the next 2 weeks instead of card making. This way you get to see lots of cards that are made. So I heard earlier on that you girls were, hi Sue. I believe Sue, that you won a card. I don't remember. Wait, it's not one of these. Oh, shoot. I didn't announce that yet. Never mind, Sue. Forget what I just said. We'll get there. Hi, Kathy. So what we asked earlier is, do you girls want to see? Hi, Tammy. You can watch if you girls are just tuning in now, you can watch the replay. We went through oodles of cards from Parisian and from the Birthday Bonanza. So, okay. So what you girls wanted to do was you wanted to go through and see some of the cards that I have for upcoming classes. And so I'm excited to share this with you. I know you've seen a couple of these already, but I have the classes complete now. And these are coming up. And as I show you the cards, I'll tell you how you can register for them, if they're available, like, to-go kits, or if you want them completed, and like the pricing I have for them. So I spent last weekend, I think from like Friday night till Saturday night stamping. It was so fun. So I was so excited. So I'm going to flip the camera back down. And this is the first, so the first one that's coming up actually on Thursday night is the Paper Pumpkin. I have the April Paper Pumpkin, and I'm going to put it together live with you. And I know not everybody has the Paper Pumpkin, but if you don't have it and you're not sure what Paper Pumpkin is, you should tune in on Thursday night so that you can see what Paper Pumpkin's all about. I've decided that near the last Thursday of the month, we're always going to put Paper Pumpkin together. And I'm super sad to say that as of yesterday, the May Paper Pumpkin has already sold out. You girls wanted it bad. Like, that is so cool that they're making it with the in colors, but it's so cool that so many people signed up for it that they already like passed their limits. So if you have an active account, you're good to go. You'll get the May Paper Pumpkin. But if you have an inactive account or a suspended account and you try to add a prepaid code to it thinking, oh, I'll buy a prepaid code and then I'll get it. No, what it's going to tell you is that, okay, you're signed up for it. You're going to get June. So I'm sorry that if you want to get signed up for it, what Bonnie told me today is if you snooze, you lose. That's what happens. So if anybody ordered an extra one and is willing to sell one, I have it would be a very happy customer. She would be very happy. Bonnie needs one. So if anybody has an extra one, reach out to me and then we'll hook her up. And so Diana's sad. She missed it too. Yeah. Paper Pumpkin has been killing it, girls. If you signed up for Paper Pumpkin when it first started 7 years ago, you're going to be like blown away when you see stuff. And when you start watching the lives that I do, you're going to be like, wow, Paper Pumpkin's awesome. So I will be doing a Facebook Live on Thursday for Paper Pumpkin. And then it's set up for the end of, the 20 something of May for the May Paper Pumpkin. But my nose itches. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it down here, and this is the In Color class that's coming up. This is, so what I've done for the whole month of May is my online classes, like official online classes, are always gonna be on Thursdays. So May 7th is a Thursday, and this features, it's my In Color, I'm gonna party with you online. It's my In Color class and retirement party. Last year we really partied it up, and we had balloons and we had cake and everything, but I'm not gonna get a cake to eat by myself. So, but I will make these cards with you. This is 5 cards. The cost is $18, or it's free with a $25 order with me. So if you want to join me on May 7th and just watch me make the cards, there's no cost. But if you would like these kits to make them along with me, then I will, I need to know, I think by, Kelly help me out. I don't remember the date. It was like, hang on girls. May 7th is a Thursday. I think I put on it that I need to know by May 3rd or 4th so I can make your kits for you. Sorry, I wasn't prepared for that question. But so that's that class. It's called the In Color class. And those are the cards for that. Now, a lot of you do the monthly class with me. The monthly class, Elaine, you must have put your paper pumpkin together. I haven't even opened my box because I'm going to open it with you girls live. So the May monthly class is set for May 11th. I believe that is a Monday night. And it's going to be a Facebook Live class. And I'm doing it on a Monday because that's my traditional club class night. And my clubbers normally meet that day, and I want to keep the online class for the day that they normally meet. So it feels like we're still having class together, and so that's why this one is special on a Monday night. Oh my gosh, this uses the Best Catch suite though, or bundle. And so we'll be making this one, and then I kept them more simple stamping so that if you don't have the stamps, like then you can stamp something else. And I kept these 2 to just sentiments so that you'll get your everything embossed and die cut, and you can just stamp what you want to on the cards. A lot of you have your own stamps, and so you'll be able to stamp what you want. Using this one features Magnolia, and this one features the Parisian. And look at this, here's our petal pink ribbon. And I think that's from Perennial Essence. So the May class, again, is May 11th, and it's $12 for the to-go kits or the completed cards. Otherwise, it's free. If you give me a $20 order, my clubbers automatically will put in an order, so you girls know, like Dar and Elaine and Tammy. Oh, Tammy, we're starting the club over in May, so you're actually not in the club this month anymore, but I know Elaine and Dar, you're watching. You'll give me an order, and these will be your kits that you get. And if anybody else is wanting to place an order to get some retired product, I would gift you these card kits. As you just have to, when you place your order, tell me it's for the card class. Okay, then I have the Painted Poppies. Painted Poppies is, girls, I don't have my dates memorized for May quite yet. Painted Poppies is May 14th. It's a Thursday night. We're going to make these 4 cards, and I was in love with all of these, like the paper combinations. So this one was a case card from Kelly Atchison. This was a case card. I cased it from Barb Mulligan. And this one was case 2, but girls, you got to get your ideas somewhere, right? So this one features the black and white, black and petal pink with a really pretty satin bow. This one features the rich razzleberry with black with a very pretty satin bow. And then this one's a fun fold. It opens this way and then it opens that way. And this isn't taped in there, but it's like, I didn't want to lose it, so it's there. And it's using all the poppy die cuts. And then this one is featuring the DSP with some of the elements that are available. Technique on here is coloring ribbon and then coloring your embossing powder after it's been heated up. So this class is live. Again, if you don't want to do the to-go kits or completed cards, it's free to watch me put these cards together, just like we did for the Mountain Air. But if you want these card kits, it's $15 for the 4 cards, or if you give me a $25 order and it's designated for this class, when you place the order, you'll get the card kits. And again, I tried to keep the stamping simple. And also I have an incentive here with this one. If you order either of the bundles with me by, I don't remember what date it is, but like by May something, I'll be sending emails for all of this too. But if you order either of the bundles through me as your class fee, I also will give you a pack of these elements. So like Melissa, I don't know if she's watching, she bought one of the bundles through me because they're both bundles are $52. One's called Peaceful Moments and one's Painted Poppies. And if you buy either of the bundles through me by a certain day, you get this and you get the card kits as a gift. The elements and the card kits as your class. So, and then you can make these cards along with me at class or watch the replay. Do you like them? Give me some love, girls. I haven't seen any hearts or likes lately. I'm hoping you like them. All right, so then in June, I'm so pleased to tell you that I've got my June bundle class all ready to go. You might have seen these cards in the past because I showed them maybe a couple weeks ago. So the June bundle class is going to feature the Ornate Garden suite of products. So there's Ornate Style and Ornate Thanks. And so these are the 4 cards for that class. So again, this one's in June, and this one's going to be live on the Thursday in June. So if you've got your calendar, it's June 18th. But we're going to be safer stamping together in June, girls. I have high hopes for it. So I have 2 dates set on the calendar to do this class in person with me. There's a lot of die cutting here, and I don't want to do all that die cutting for you. I want you to enjoy it. So we've got some stamping, I'm featuring all the product from the suite, the ribbon, these gilded gems, the stamps, the paper, just so pretty. So I really hope that we can do this together in person. So I have 2 in-person classes for that and then an online class. And I made this one fun, like you see the designer series paper on the back and a little cute bouquet of flowers down here. So this is the Ornate Garden bundle class for June. And now that I know some stuff that's happening with the incentive trip and I know what we got for May, I'm going to send an updated schedule. So, all right, the last but not least, I am so super excited to show you these cards. Okay. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. So I had a Easter bingo. It was supposed to be April 6th or April 1st. I think it was April Fool's Day. And we couldn't be together. So I'm like, okay, what about an online bingo? So I thought, okay, well, how do I do an online bingo? How do people get their cards, their bingo cards to play along? How do people get, like, so like, it was like too much for my brain to like take in. And so I've sat and I've pondered this since March 24th. How am I going to do an online bingo? So I watched a training by Dina Rico on how she did her online bingo. And so I'm going to try to mirror what she did. And so some of you who have been watching me just saw that I invited you to my Stampin' Game Night and Card Workshop with Cards by Christine. I created a public Facebook page for this event, and anybody and everybody is welcome to this group. If you can join it and you can share it with friends. And I invited a lot of demonstrators that I know to this group too, just so you can see how it's going to be to run an online event. And just I hopefully inspires you in case you're thinking about doing something like an online event like bingo. And so that's why I've invited you. So over the next 3 to 4 weeks, and if you haven't gotten an invitation from me, don't take it personally. Send me a quick note and say, hey, I didn't see the invitation for it. And I'll just make sure you were invited. But it's a public group that everybody's invited to. And in this group, I'm going to share stuff over the next 3 weeks. It's a free group. Like, you don't have to pay anything to be in it. And on May 21st is going to be our stamp night for playing games and for making these beautiful cards. I'm so excited. I'm like delaying it till you see them because I want to explain everything about how the event works. So to watch the bingo game, and to watch me make the cards is a complete free event. Like, you don't have to pay for it. Now, if you want to play the games and if you want to make the card kits, there's a fee involved. And it's $30. Normally I charge $25 for bingo. In this case, though, I'm charging $30 because I'm planning to mail out stuff to everybody. So there's a small amount in the fee for mailing. So this is going to be called, the Facebook group is called Stampin' Game Night and Card Workshop with Cards by Christine. So if you want to, and I'm setting it all up on my www.cardsbychrisb, my blog page. You're going to be able to pay for it on there and register on there. And you can follow along then. So basically there's there's going to be different options. There's the option of, hey, I just want to watch. I don't want to pay anything. Well, then just show up that night and you're going to watch. And it's going to be just exactly how we're doing it right now. It's going to be a Facebook Live, you watching me call numbers, you watching me demonstrate, and then those people that paid the registration fee, how it's going to work is you're going to, instead of getting bingo cards from me, during your registration process, you're going to pick 5 numbers. And so basically I'm calling it lucky numbers is the game we're playing. You know how like we play bingo is bingo and we play lucky hand in class, which you get like 3 cards and you put pennies on them. That's lucky hand. Well, this I'm coining lucky numbers. And so you have to pick 5 of your luckiest numbers in your registration process. So like I would pick 2 and I'd pick 22 and I'd pick 12 because you girls know I love 2 and I'd pick 2 like 20 and I'd probably pick 23, right? So you're gonna pick your 5 favorite numbers or whatever numbers, honestly, it doesn't matter. You're gonna pick 5 numbers during your registration. And then what happens is I have 25 slips of paper numbered 1 through 25 and I'm gonna have them in a bowl. And as I call the number, so like let's say I call number 2, then you're gonna be on, so you girls have to be like on this Facebook page watching. And as I call like number 2, you gotta type S. For stamp, right? Not bingo. You're gonna type S. And if like I call number 22 and you have that and you've got 2 numbers, you would type in the comments ST. And if I call a third number that you have in the comments, you'll write STA. So as you get closer to having 5 numbers, right? We're gonna see it in the comments as people get 5 numbers right. And I will have prizes just like I have from like when I do my lucky hand. I'm taking and collecting all the money for prizes. And so they're gonna be like bundles and stamp sets for prizes, all new product. Oh, I don't know if it'll be new annual catalog product or if it'll be out of the mini or the annual catalog, but they're gonna be nice prizes. And don't worry, like if you get stamp and somebody says stamp before you, you will get a consolation prize. It's not like where we do in bingo, whoever says it first, because like, I usually only have 1 prize and everybody gets a prize. In this case, there'll be a consolation prize. Okay, so you girls following along so far? Give me some thumbs up if you are, so I know that you're following along. But what's gonna happen is you're not gonna make the cards that night. My plan is to mail everybody's to-go kits, the card packs, your goodie bag. Everybody's gonna get goodie bag with little gifts, like little stuff in it to make your cards, and then a door prize. And then depending on who wins the different 5 games, all of that stuff will go in the mail the next day. And then what'll happen is you've already watched me make the cards. Your card kits will arrive like within 4 or 5 days, and then you can make cards then after. And I design these cards with 2 to 3 stamp sets only. So like if you don't have these stamp sets, you would maybe want to consider getting them or getting them through me or getting them through yourself. But like I really designed them so that it only really used 2 stamp sets and then the crackle background. So you could use something else or you could get the stamp sets if you have them. Most of you have these stamp sets. They're probably the like 2 coolest stamp sets in the catalog. Well, besides Poppies and the Timeless Tropical, but most of you will have these. I'm pretty confident. So does that make sense? If you have any questions, like let me know because I gotta complete the registration process on my website and watch for details in that Facebook group. And I'll also share it in my Cards by Christine page and also in my VIP customer page. So I'm so excited. This is gonna be like an epic event. I'm so happy. So I haven't ever done like a virtual event like this, and I'm really hoping that I get at least 5 people that join me for making cards and playing bingo or lucky numbers. So, okay. Girls, are you ready to see the cards? Give me lots of hearts and thumbs ups. I want to see how excited. I hope I made you excited to see these. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera down. Which one do I want to show you first? I'm going to put them in order. Oh, no particular order. Just I saved my favorite ones for last. So they are in particular order. Okay, all right. Can you tell I'm excited? Oh my gosh, girls. You know I get excited so easily. Whew. Water, Angela would say. Okay. So the 2 stamp sets that I featured are the Under My Umbrella and the Timeless Tulips. So I tried to design this card in mind with that there's not a lot of stamping that's required. All you really would need to do is stamp raindrops and a sentiment on this card. Otherwise, the kit that you receive from me will receive your, all your DSP. This piece will be die cut. The umbrellas feature the best dressed DSP. So I'll have those punched out for you, and the tool is going to be provided to you in your goodie bag. So your goodie bag is going to have like a third of a spool of the tool or a half, depending on how the pricing works. I haven't figured that out yet. But then you're going to get some of these frosted and clear epoxy circles, and you'll get a half a pack of rhinestones. So you're going to get in your goodie bag some of the extra embellishments that you need. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's one card. So I made it simple so that it's like elegant, simple, but pretty and just fun. So all you really need to do is stamp a sentiment and some raindrops. So in this card, in case you wouldn't even have to stamp your raindrops if you didn't have raindrops. Maybe you have other raindrops too. Okay, under my umbrella. Here's the second one. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is using the umbrella punch too. And I'll have them punched out for you already. Look at these cute little bows made with the tool. I use the tool over here as well, and then the DSP on the side using the layered leaves. So again, I made it with the mindset that you don't really need to stamp the umbrella outline if you don't want to, but if you have the set, you could stamp it. And I have it so that you can stamp whatever you want on the inside. And in this case, I just stamped the umbrella. So, okay. So this one I'm so excited for too, because I wanted to make a card with these little butterflies. Okay, next I made this card using the Highland Heather with the brick and tulips. So this is where I said I had one card that uses the crackle. So again, if you don't want to put the crackle background, you don't have to, but I've sponged the edges, and here I've fussy cut these. So if you don't have the punch, you'd be fine here too. And the tool bow is tied on here. Girls, just a reminder, you're not going to see these cards again until the class, because you are getting a sneak peek because I love you so much. But otherwise, I'm only going to show close-ups of these pictures. Okay. All right. Next is Timeless Tulips again. Oh my God, isn't this card so fun and pretty and cheerful and bright? Oh, I love it. So Daffodil Delight, cutting out the circle, tool, your tulips, a little bow, and again, you're going to use your little trinkets and rhinestones in this. And so we're going to go through more detail how to put that together, but I just wanted to show you that. Mother's Day, that set has a Mother's Day saying in there too. You could make it hello anything. Okay, last but certainly not least, this is my favorite. I'm so in love with this card right here. So it uses mint macaron with the DSP from Best Dress and the little boots. So this is going to be a hard one if you don't have the stamp set. Like, you're going to have to put something else here that's similar, but with these little boots, the flowers, and the umbrella, they are part of the umbrella set. Again, if you don't have the punch for the umbrella, these boots are fussy cut and the flowers are fussy cut, but you can improvise, girls, if you don't have it. Now, look at this background here. That is from, we just showed that to you. That's from that Seasonal Layers stamps, the dies. So I really wondered if I should show the cards in person, but I figured you girls have been following me like for the last 5 weeks, and I am so super excited. I wanted to share these cards. So just know that these are what we're going to make during the game night and card workshop. I would love for you to play along with me with the bingo. Honestly, I have this priced at $30. You will get to play 5 games of bingo, and you'll have the card kits to make these 5 cards. You'll get a goodie bag, and you'll get a door prize. So, I'm in love with all of them. I tried to use 5 different colors to make like the rainbow. And I tried to make it simple so that if you didn't necessarily have the specific stamp set, that you could use something you have if you didn't want to buy the stamps, because it's technically you're not supposed to Stampin' Up stamps when you make kits. And so like that was my main objective with this class, is to do that. And it's really been hard to do that. So that's my goal. So girls, I hope that you will sign up to do the bingo and the game night with me and the card workshop. But again, if you can't, I want you to join me and watch for the live class and the game night. Just know that if you don't pay for it, you're just going to have to put up with me calling numbers for the lucky numbers game. And then we're going to do it just the same as bingo. We're going to play a game, make a card, play a game, make a card, play, back and forth like that. So if you girls, just know that if you're in my distribution list, or if you're following me on Facebook, you are definitely going to see the details for this event come out. They'll be emailed or they'll be shared via Facebook. If for some reason you're not in my Facebook group, or if you're not in my distribution list and you want to be, please reach out to me. Message me on Facebook via my Cards by Christine page, or send me a message through Facebook. or email me at chrismbertram@msn.com, and I will make sure you get the information for this. So, and you can pay for it via cash, credit card, or check. And so it's going to be phenomenal. So super, super excited. All right, girls. Whew. I have 2 more things to announce, and I don't know if Sue is still watching. I've been rambling for an hour and 45 minutes, but I do have these 2 cards that I want to give away to 2 lucky winners. The first one here, I forgot this was sitting on my table for the longest time. We made this card on April 17th. It was the Bird Ballad Part 1 and Part 2, and we were drinking during this card, and like technology happened badly for us. So the winner of this, drum roll, this one goes to Sue Wagner. When Sue popped on earlier, I thought, whoa, she won something. I wonder if I mailed that. And I realized that I hadn't even announced that she won yet. So congratulations, Sue. So happy for you. I'll send this in the mail tomorrow. I have Peggy, I have Tammy, and I have Angela that are in for our game night. I'm so excited. Thank you, girls. Okay, next one here was our Dino card that we made last night. Drum roll. Okay, Sarah. Your last name is Neu, New, I think is how you pronounce it. I know you've been watching me. I'm not sure if you're on Kelly's team or not. I have a feeling you might be, but I don't have your address. So so Sarah, if you're watching, I need to know what your address is so that I can send you this beautiful card in the mail. If anybody knows, Sarah, I'm not sure if you're still watching. Maybe if you are, pipe up and just say, yay. And if not, if somebody knows who Sarah is, then I can send this card off to her in the mail. So, and Sue's here. Yay, Sue, you won this card. Yay. Sarah, if you're watching, Sarah New, give me your address, not in this post, but like if you could just message me privately, that would be awesome. So, yay, I'll get those cards to you girls. So, oh, what a fun night. Give me some thumbs up or hearts if you had fun looking through all those beautiful cards. And if you're good for me to keep doing that, I know that I didn't make cards, but it sure felt like I made a lot of cards with you girls. I have piles of them. So what I think I'll do tonight is put a few more swap showcases on the books. I'm looking at my computer like, okay, make it happen, computer. So I'll put those on the books relatively soon so that if there's stuff that you see that's retiring, it gives you the opportunity to still get that stuff. So yay, Fancy Nancy just joined. I don't know if you were watching earlier and popped on, but Nancy, it's nice to see you. Some of you girls too that attended the team meeting on Sunday, just know I have your complimentary to-go kits that were from that kit and your door prize available for pickup. Some of you have picked them up and some need to get yours yet, but I have them here for you. Just message me when you're ready to pop over and get them in my honey pot container, which is the bronze garden hose container. All right, girls. So I'm going to work on getting the final details for bingo ready. I call it bingo, but it's not really bingo. It's going to be lucky numbers, but it operates like bingo. So just know that those terms are interchangeable right now, bingo and lucky numbers. So I'm going to work on getting that stuff ready, and hopefully in the next day or two, there'll be some official registration forms and payment that can be made for that. So, all right, girls, I love you. Big hearts to you. Happy to be with you tonight. I hope that you have a good night, and I'll be back tomorrow. I think my plan is to go live at 5 tomorrow because I have a team training that I'm doing at 6. So if you want to plan for 5 tomorrow night, that would be good. And otherwise, you can always catch the replay. I think I'm going to do a simple card tomorrow night. I think that's what I promised you. So yay. All right, you girls. I love you. Peace, love, happiness, hugs, and kisses. Bye.